y'all see how I'm looking so y'all know I ain't on camera for a reason. Hot ass mess. Hey, Mr. Reds. How are you? How's it going on this lovely Thursday? I'm cool. Happy tonight. Hi, Miss Dante. All right, club hop then, boo. Get it going. Okay, so I wanted to come on and talk about this whole Lady Nika Miss Express VS situation. I haven't really watched anybody's videos on Hey Shorty C on it today, so I don't really know what the consistency is. But you, of course, I don't care. Hold on just a second. My kids, as soon as I get on live, is when they cut the phone. I don't want no toys in my living room at all whatsoever. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Now back to what I was saying. I wanted to talk about the whole Lady Nika situation. Hey, Treva. So, today we had got a little cryptic little type of little message. VS was saying somebody and she didn't name them, and basically the story is, I'm thinking it's a lot of money, but it's like $40. But she done gave her $40 for something. She needed another $50 for a bill, and that bill was actually, hey sis, that bill was actually covered by her supporters and woo woo woo. But my thing is, what stood out to me, because what's going on between them, me and my girls, we kind of saw it coming. But the thing is, what I want to say is, I'm more concerned about why you thought it was okay when you took this money from this woman in the first place. You hold on just one more second, cause I might. Now, sorry again. My kids is like doing the most. I don't understand it. But what stood out to me is this whole $100. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if it was this lady's money that you were supposed to be returning to her, and it's not your money, and you took it and you weren't even supposed to have it, is which the reason why you giving it back to her in the first place. Why you thought it was okay, since she didn't go and get it from Western Union or MoneyGram, you took it up on yourself to keep it. You thought it was okay. I went down there and I got my damn money. That's not your money. You basically went down there and you took that money back. So how is it that you was trying to give her her money? She didn't get down there in time to get her money and you took it back? She's like, MoneyGram was calling me. But what's so cold about it is somebody actually has said it in the chat. She was like, yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, they was calling me. No, they wasn't. MoneyGram wasn't calling you. She said she was going, hey, China White. She said she was going to buy groceries and household items in person. Then she slipped up and said, I paid the bill. And then she said, no, I bought groceries. And I didn't get that much groceries out of it. And people was in the chat saying, oh, it's just $100. And I'm in the chat saying it wasn't her $100. You stole that money. You fucking took that lady money. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Lady Nika. You really should. But my thing is, don't we see that this is a pattern? Do you guys not remember that Lady Nika was given to? She was a charity case. She was giving money from Sean and James. And this is a whole thing repeating itself. Now, I hear people saying, oh, well, you know, they're supposed to divide that money. But if you know how BS do business, you know this girl be just sitting on that money. I have to be ashamed of herself, football go gap mouth. And they just got monetized, so it's not no revenue check yet, but they probably got some cash app. Well, they did get some cash apps. And she was giving her $40 out of the cash app. When she asked for the other 50, what they have 24, 240, so split that 4 ways. Then you actually low key could have given her another what? Another $30, because if each one of you guys had $7, you know what I'm saying? That's 240. $70. That's 240. But I just found it very strange that she kept on making mention of and talking about the $40 and what's going on in the message press. The $40, but she brushed right over and didn't want to go back to this $100 that you owe Sweet Home Alamanda. So you thought that it was okay because this lady didn't come pick her money up on time, that you could just go get her money back. But the thing is, I don't think Lady Nika ever even sent the money. That's just how I feel. Because if you remember correctly, this lady did an interview with Seven Stars, and if I'm not mistaken, this woman actually told Seven Stars that she went to MoneyGram and it wasn't there. She was too chill about that. I'm just saying, like, you stole that woman. Did y'all see how she actually said and tried to blame the other people for her keeping it? I talked to Bless and I talked to BS and she even threw Olivia in there. And Olivia, they all said that I needed to go get the money. So you basically blaming them for you stealing. You blaming them for you stealing, basically. That's what you doing, and that's whack. So I saw a lot of people out there saying that. Okay, then they gone. I saw a lot of people out there in the chat too saying like, I saw a lot of people saying it wasn't your money, it wasn't your money, but then I just saw a lot of people just basically trying to make it about, yeah, BS was gonna get rid of you and this and that. But this is the thing. I always knew that Lady Nika wasn't gonna last over there, but to y'all surprise probably, I did not actually think it was going to be because of BS. I knew that once she started doing business with that girl, at some point that Lady Nika was going to do something like this. And I think VS knew too, which is why all it took was for her to ask for some more money 24 hours later for her to be like, I'm looking at you sideways. So and then another thing is, I saw people saying, well, y'all should have split the cash app as soon as you got it. But sometimes, you could get have $50 sitting in there, but if it's split between four people, that's not really much. So I would probably like let the cash app build up too, to where we can at least get $100 a piece. Like let it at least get to 400, so we can each get $400 a piece. That's how I would feel about it. But then, maybe she wanted to nick and dime and split all the cash apps 4 ways. Like somebody that I'm not going to mention that had a panel fallout too. So I just think that, I think that as far as that panel goes, um, we all know that people are probably, BS is the one that drew in the people. I don't really think everybody was going over there to watch Lady Nika, but in some cases she did contribute to the panel, but I think she is easily replaceable. Very much so. Hey, Miss Boyd. I think hey, baby girl couture, sweetheart. I think she's easily replaceable. I think that the panel can go on without Lady Nika. Lady Nika has been out here trying to goop the kids. It's just been going on. And James Colwell's the whole one that popped that whole thing off from the beginning. And it's so funny to me that Sean Bradley got the heat for something that James Colwell came out and did. Now he cool with Lady Nika. Catch that. That's strange too. If you ask me, that's a little bit strange as well. But I thought that when BS told the story and she was saying, she's gonna let her get out and come speak about it because she wanted her to get in front of it because it probably would have been better coming from her. I actually agreed with that, and I felt like maybe she can come out here and just tell the story. But what she did was she got on there and she used her lupus and her sad story and her sob story like she has always done. This is a pattern. It has been done plenty of times from Lady Nika. She has been out here for years trying to collect money and sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool because it's plenty of motherfuckers on here that have gotten cash apps because people feel sorry for a situation they were in, and I am one of those people. So I'm not looking down on that. But what I found was very telling is when BS was in there being calm and talking about the situation, and she was saying, you know, I don't want her to try to put this lupus stuff on me because she's been having lupus, and lupus actually has absolutely nothing to do with this because as far as I'm concerned, Sweet Home Alamanda's husband is sick, and you took her $100. So I feel like that really doesn't have much of anything to do with it. But what is the problem is when VS was talking about the situation, because I was definitely in the bushes watching, Lady Nika came in there and said, I'm sorry, I'm sick. What does you being sick? And she actually knew that she was going to throw that sick card around, and she came right on in the chat, and that's what she said. Sorry, I'm sick. And that sent BS over the top because you came there and did exactly what we knew you were going to do. Now I know that a lot of people hate BS, and I know probably most of my supporters are not fond of her. This does not mean that I am fond of her. What this means is that I feel like in this situation, BS knew, and she was starting to realize that what Sean Bradley has said about Lady Nika prior, when she hooked up with Lady Nika, was true. I think that she realized what Sean Bradley was saying about that lady was true. So I think that her observations were were correct. She was looking at Lady Nika as with the side eye for things pertaining to money, and I think that she should have been, and she should have listened a long time ago. But of course, her and Sean are not cool; they're enemies or whatever, what have you. But he told you, he told all y'all, this lady is not genuine. This lady uses her lupus to get sympathy when she does fucked up things. This lady uses her illness as an excuse to do the things that she does. This middle-aged woman with adult children. And the first thing she said when she came into BS chat is, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I have lupus. Duh. We know that. You went in there and you did exactly what I knew she was going to come in there and do. So I want to ask the chat. I want to know, does anybody know about Retro Babe leaving Babe Nation? Does anybody know anything about Retro Babe leaving Babe Nation? The girl she stole from is sick, and so is her husband, China White. Hey, Rick, my boo. Yeah, let me mind you, Rick. Um, but yeah, she apparently um I think Dad's called me and told me she came into Lockhead Boss Lady's chat and said that she would like to be modded in there. Don't quote me because I ain't quoting it. Hey, face, y'all. She want to be modded in there, and that she was not fucking with Babe Nation, and that it has something to do. Retro Babe left me a comment under a bad video I did about Fire Babe. I thought that was strange. Yes, Retro Babe has left the Babe Nation, and we know that that was one of Fire Babe's day ones. She left it because whatever happened in that interview with April, something she was offended by. I'm gonna tell you another thing that I noticed in that chat while April was doing the interview with Five Babe. April's mods were getting blocked. Did anybody notice that? Diving for Depth, they were getting blocked right the fuck up on out the chat. So I think that it could have been about the race stuff she was saying or something like that. But whatever was said from between that interview is she made mention of it. She says she knows what April said, and she is now left Babe Nation, and she is done with Babe Nation. Hey, Truth Slayer, sweetheart. So that's something to put in your ear. And another thing, the gentleman's panel, well, it wasn't, I can't call it a gentleman's panel, but the panel on Brother Jay's live last night. It was extremely problematic. And I couldn't believe that when they start getting on that race and caping for Ass April, and then they have that white lady diving for death. This white lady that's been claiming to be black all these times, and she was Indian, a straight white lady sitting over there saying, I know the black African Americans' plight because my husband is black. So here we have another woman that gets black peen and thinks that she knows what it's like to be black because of that reason. And I thought that it was whack and stupid and Uncle Thomas and probably fucking matic for a person like that's intelligent as Jay Wilson to sit up there and co-sign that. Yeah, we've been knowing she was white. Nep. Oh, I'm so sorry. I called you that fucking nut because I just seen his name. Somebody put his name in my chat. Yes, Rick, she was white. We've been knowing that woman was white, but she's sitting up here, and then they done got this woman, this LaShonda girl, to come on there with her bell pepper nose, talking about with a name like Creole Beauty, saying that she too knows what it's like to live a biracial life. How? How do you know what it's like to be biracial? How do you live a biracial life? You are sitting over there with that huge wig that don't even fit, hey sis, that don't even fit in big old wig, that big wig. And you talked about Tracy wig so bad, but I ain't see now part in your wig. And you said you live a biracial life. You you sitting over there looking like Faison Love. And you live a biracial life. Shelly going in on Lala because Lala said something about that money and stuff, but girl, Shelly don't need to be going in on this child that she so badly wanted to help. You know, you looked at her as a child in need, a troubled child, a child that needed therapy. So I just think that, don't go in on her because you even said yourself that she needed somebody to talk to about her problems in her life. So I ain't see it, but I don't think she should be going in on her. But I did hear a little bit about it. But y'all know Shelly, she's thrown. But I have to look more into that before I even give an opinion on that, to be quite honest. But I do feel like if you still feel like she is a woman that's a young lady that's in need of therapy and things like that, then I think that you shouldn't go in on her because that's a bit contradictory to, you know, how you felt from the beginning about that young lady. So that's as much as I say on that. And I really shouldn't even really said that much, honestly, because I did not watch Shelly video to see the extent of her going in on her or nothing like that. So I really don't know exactly what happened. But I like Lala. I think she's a nice young lady. And I think that she's a young girl that has been through some things and got a long way to go. And she probably is going to need, you know, some support. And I definitely like Lala. So, and I like Shelly too. So, you know, I don't really know what happened with that. I didn't see that. If anybody cared to elaborate on that, I'd be more than happy to hear about that. But I don't really know. And then, so I had it live yesterday, and I was addressing what Ask April had said about me in that interview. And I had to delete the live because I was with my best friend, and she was like real like, she was saying some words that I know would have probably got me flagged, and seeing as though the only videos that I get flagged for and the only videos that I be getting took down be the ones where I be going in on Ask April. So I felt like I needed to take that down immediately. But I will reiterate for that. I am not half white, which y'all see the pictures and stuff like that I put on my community feed. But I thought that was so strange, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because why did you compare the problems you have on YouTube and making it as if I should have the same problems because I am half white according to you, which I'm not. But even if I was, You still wouldn't be able to compare because I have never ever made problematic comments like you make. And Harley Q did a really, really wonderful video. I shared it on my community feed. Y'all have to go look. But the thing is, you title lives lazy black people. You got an audience with you got the most white people in your chat than anybody in this sector. You have an audience of white people, you have an audience of mixed people, you have an audience of black people, as Harley said. But you should not even have conversations started like that when you have a bunch of white people in your chat. Mimi, she mad because your hair is hers. You ought to see what my hair look like now. Look, fool. But that's a bun. That ain't no ponytail though. That's a big bun, baby. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, she might be mad about a few things, but you can't compare me and me not having those problems on YouTube because I do not allow any white people to speak down on black people in a derogatory. Now, look, a white person can say something that a black person did and stuff like that, but I won't let you use racist remarks, slurs, or derogatory comments towards that race if you are a white person. And if you're white, you're more than welcome in my chat, but you just won't do that. And Ask April is a woman that says she is half black. So that is problematic once again. And but you ride waves. You even ride just you riding the wave so hard that you ain't even said nothing about the fact that your mods got blocked out of the chat that you was doing the interview in. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? In my corny voice, because I know your mods told you that they got blocked up out of there. And it sounded like they was defending you. And Crystal, I seen some things you said in that chat. Crystal, bitch, I better not see you over here no more, Crystal Gentry. If you was talking about me, I don't know who else the fuck you could have been talking about. But if you wasn't, then you cool. But if you was, don't come over here no more. But this is the thing, like you can't compare it. You can't compare it. And then you try to throw Rick in there like he's biracial. Rick ain't on here letting white people drag black people in his chat. She wicked as fuck, y'all. I would have got blocked. Somebody would have been getting dragged right now. Right. If look, I'm Rick Reed my and I'm also his friend. You wouldn't have blocked me. Hold on real quick, y'all. I heard my daughter crying. One sec. Right here, right here on this glass. Just throw them monkeys away. Since Nunu says you can't keep your box full up, they gonna do. No, they in there. My bad. Okay, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. But yeah, her mom was getting blocked over there and stuff like that. And all that good shit. But then it was so disturbing to watch these black folks sit over here and watch and let this white woman say that she knows the plight of black people because her husband is black. That does not mean that you know the plight of black people, ma'am, because you will never be treated like a black person because you are not one. Driving for them. Then of course Nep was over there reading the chat, going in. But at this point, why I keep putting Nep on the panel? What y'all tell me one panel that Nepatarian has been on that he did not read the chat and cuss somebody out in the chat. I'll wait. Just one. Name one. I'll wait. Who? What you talking about? Pop in where? So bless. Don't be coming in here taking my audience away telling folks that folks is live. Don't make me treat you. No. I'm just playing so blessed. Yeah, you blew right past him. Hell, Rick, you done passed me. The fuck? But I'm just saying though, you blew past a lot of people, Rick, in your first 2 weeks. And I am extremely like I know I tell you in private, but I'm very, very proud of you. I think you are doing an amazing I'm just messing with you so blessed. I think you're doing an amazing job. I think you're doing great. I loved the story time today. That shows, yes, Rick Reed can come on here without getting an ass and still captivate and hold an audience. So that's a good old strike against whoever said that he wouldn't be able to do that and that he wouldn't be able to have his own content, isn't it? Yeah, but Nepoterian, he was in there acting a fool, cussing out the chat. This is what you welcome, sweetheart. That's what he always does. Jay Wilson knows that's what he does. But if you notice, Jay Wilson he tries to keep somebody on the panel that he can sun. Because then he did the Sean Farley like that last time. And was so rude and disrespectful to that man, and he just left. So I could tell he felt disrespected. Yes, he is hilarious. I could tell he felt disrespected. Like and then you don't have to be in charge of the whole panel. Like you don't have to be the loudest one, the most boisterous one, because when it was time for you to be loud and speak up is when that woman said that she knew the plight of black people because her husband was white. I mean black. That was the welfare case. Say, man, look, I was like, man, what the fuck is going on with these people? You is some Uncle Tom ass niggas if I ain't never seen them. Because now I'm not saying that a white person can't say nothing about no black person that they know or understand or anything like that that has to do with being black. They should not be trying to speak on being black. That is the only thing I'm saying. Like if you're a white person and you know a black person and that black person is a fucking bitch and they're a cunt and a whore, you say she's a bitch, a cunt and a whore, and you just don't put black in front of it, bitch. That's what you do. You don't, it's disrespectful because I don't know what it's like to be a white person. I don't. It don't matter if I have a white grandparent. It don't matter about none of that. I can have if I have a Mexican grandparent. How that does that mean that I know what it's like to be Hispanic when I live as a black woman? I have no idea what it's like. And I will never tell a white person how to be white. And I will never tell a white person that I understand or try to speak on or speak over anything that involves white issues, which ain't no white people problems. Let's just be real about it. Not for real, for real. So I'm just saying, I'm not on here so you don't twist my words. I'm not saying that a white person cannot speak against a black person because as you know, we were oppressed. We were never superior. So if we can talk about cracker ass crackers, then you can talk about us. You know what I'm saying? These Negroes. But what I'm saying is you cannot say you know what it's like or try to educate anybody or try to argue with anybody or try to tell somebody that you empathize because you've been there. You can sympathize, sweetheart, but you can't have empathy because you will never have been there. You can have black kids and you can watch what they go through, but you haven't been through it, which means you don't get it. You have to understand that an outsider looking in does not understand make. Okay? You can look at the situation and see it from an outside position, but everybody knows that you never know what's going on unless you're in it. You have to be in it. You can't be a Look, I can watch and speculate, whatever I need to be saying. Watch and commentate on a basketball game, and I can do all of that. And I can be a basketball fan, and I can watch everything a basketball player does. I can be a fucking sports commentator, but guess what? I'm not. I'm not a basketball player, which means I can't say yeah, I'm out here reporting on the games every night. I never miss a basketball game. I watch college basketball, middle school basketball, high school basketball, elementary basketball. I watch all basketball. I've been watching basketball since I was born. I have like 30 basketballs at home. My kid is in the NBA. But I can't then say I know exactly what it's like to play basketball. You get how that works? You get how that works? You know what I'm saying? Like we have men that we have trans women. We have um, I'll even put it there. We have trans women, and then we have drag queens, right? Now, perhaps a trans woman can say what it's like to be a drag queen because she probably started off as one. But a drag queen can't say she knows what it's like. He knows what it's like to be a trans woman because a trans woman is actually living her life as a woman when a drag queen can take their clothes off and wear men's clothes and go to the store and not be looked at as hard as a trans woman. It could be compared to so many situations, but the bottom line is if you ain't in it, you don't know what the fuck to say, and you shouldn't act like you know what the fuck to say because you don't know what you're talking about. Don't fucking do that. And you big, wide, bell pepper nose, huge wig with no part in the middle, no part nowhere. That hoe just looked like it was just folded over to make a part. No part whatsoever. Like, and you've been out here talking so bad about Sean Bradley and Tracy. You've been talking about Tracy wig so bad. I don't want you to ever, ever, ever say anything else about her wigs. Because your wig was horrendous. Your nose looked like a real live bell pepper. Your nose looked like a straight up, big, huge, full grown portobello mushroom. And you on here saying you are Creole and you know what it's like to be biracial. Let me tell you something. The way I look, I still don't know what it's like to be half and half. I don't know what it's like to be confused as a white girl. I don't know what that's like. I have always felt, been treated as, and looked at and identified as a black woman because that's what I am. Somebody came in my comments and was like, "Oh, so you're black? So who the fuck cares?" I'm like, "Bitch, I do. Are you kidding? What kind of stupid question?" And they delete. They know they so dumb they deleted it because what kind of fucking dumb question is that for you to ask me? Who cares that I'm black, bitch? Me, I care. Well, and then she's like made another comment. Well, why do you feel the need? I feel the need because a bitch just came on here and mislabeled me. I ain't never came on here and said, as April was said, that I felt like she was mixed. You can tell she's mixed. Look at her nose. I know you care, Dazzle. Hey, boo. But don't tell me, girl, like, the fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Nobody's going to come on here and say Mimi's half white because Mimi's not half white. You got your fucking nerve, you stupid bitch, to say that I don't have the right to come on here and clear up when a bitch gives me a whole nother race that I'm not. To try to compare me. Have y'all noticed that Ask April love to throw me in and compare me and try to throw things off by speaking about me? You look real fucking stupid. You melted fucking candle. See, y'all remember that dog? What was that dog on? What was it on Looney Tunes? Where he'd be like, "I'm so sad today. I'm not feeling so good." The droopy faced dog. That's who she looks like. Ever seen them Aboriginal people from Australia? April is mixed with Diamond is white. April is just weak. Facts. They want to be Italian, Polish, and Catholic Muslim before they ever. I seen Lockheed Boss Lady in Pop Babe Chat. She said she was Irish and French. Then she said she was something else. I was like, what the fuck? Did I see her in another chat say she Creole? I'm like, oh my God. You black folks just don't like being black, do you? I'm a bitch with a whole grandparent that ain't the same color and another grandparent that's some other shit. And all you hear me saying is I'm black. Do y'all why y'all don't like being black? Do you not understand that nobody wants to be black, but everybody wants to be hip like a black person. Everybody wants to do things black people do and dress like a black person, get their hair braided like a black person, motherfucking listen to music and be in our culture, but they don't want to be a black person because when officer comes and we, you don't want to be black no more. I don't want to see no more of you bitches that is darker than my dad coming on here saying you mixed. Because if I ain't now I ain't gonna say that you can't be mixed with nothing because you dark. But what I'm saying is you ain't mixed enough. I ain't claiming to be fucking mixed. I am mixed, but not that much. Ain't that mixed. She don't. Oh my God. You get on my nerves. Everybody mixed behind black first facts, sis. Facts. So, I could just walk around here and say, well, I love rap music. You feel me? Like, I love it. I've been listening to rap music since I was a little bitty kid. And I had a lot of CDs and I downloaded a lot of music. So, and my baby daddy's a rapper. So, I know what it's like to be a rapper. I know what it's like to pull that pen and pad out and rap and spit these bars, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is what y'all think. And I'm just all over the place because fuck it. Where do y'all think Lady Nika's gonna go now? Is she gonna go to Babe Nation? She can't come to Club Chat. Back to the cave. Back to the swamp she go. I'm just saying though, because where is she gonna go? Because we know Lady Nika likes to be backed by a group. She disappeared for years, and swear to God that somebody ran her office said they were gonna keep their foot on their neck, which was a lie. Nobody said that they were gonna keep their foot on her neck for no 3 years that she was gone or 2 years or whatever. And because she didn't have a group to back her, she just disappeared. And I'm thinking the only other group she can run to is Babe Nation. So Nika, it's a spot available over there because retrobabe quit. Babe Nation call like QI. If my babe wants her content back, she'll take her too. I know she will. But Nika, realize this, sweetheart. My babe will take you. She probably will take you. But just like you was disposable to BS, you will be disposable to her as well. My advice to you is just do your own thing and get that woman her $100 back. It was literally people in there saying, well, what's $100? That ain't nothing. And I'm in there like, well, why don't y'all donate that woman her $100 back since it's nothing? Because I seen at least 5 or 6 of y'all saying that. So really, each one of y'all could pitch in $20 and give it back to that lady since it ain't nothing. And if it wasn't nothing, then why did Lady Nika steal it? Why she steal it if it wasn't nothing? Hold on. Bam. What I just tell you? Stop. Anyways, I'm just saying, where's she gonna go? She gonna go over there? Because BS probably wouldn't even snapped on her or nothing like that if she wouldn't have came in there and said, I can't help that I'm sick. It's ironic, less than a week she claims to be TSCC. She's no longer TSCC. She could take Rita's. Rita's spot where, Babe Nation? Say, man, look, it's a couple of positions available over there, so, you know, maybe she can grab up one of them spots. I don't know. It seemed like if Bless Watkins don't hop on here and go ahead and put it down and hold it down and speak the truth about what Nika did, might be a problem with her too. Hey, Shrimp, might be a problem with her too, but maybe Lady Nika can go over there to Babe Nation. That'd be cool for her, because she gotta have a group. She gotta be backed up, and we already know as April, she not gonna defend her minds at all. And she ain't even in the thing is she can defend them and it won't even be nothing against my baby. It ain't like she the one kicked them out the chat. Her moderators put April's minds out the chat. Because April was getting towed up in there. Looking for a mannequin head. Well yeah, she getting towed up over there. They was just defending her. And they got put up out the chat. She ain't gonna defend them though, cause she ain't gonna do nothing to violate or disrespect or even slightly shade Firebabe. She knows better. She knows her place. She knows better. Cause where else she gonna go? And what's so sad is you'll get, some people over there from Babe Nation, but the only thing is it's easy to get people over there by being shouted out and stuff like that, but it's still up to you to hold the audience. Lady Nika, I don't want her. No, no, we good. No, I mean, not Lady Nika now. She good. She can go right on over there to Babe Nation because I feel like right now that's the only person that might be willing to help that can help her. So that's all I got. To, that's all I wanted to come and talk about. She too old. No geriatrics. No, 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 no. We good. The family's straight. The checks is straight. Maybe, hey, younger sibling, maybe she can go to the Rider Lives. You know, Jay Wilson, that's Rick Reed' best friend. Rick Reed was crunk about that panel. Wasn't you, Rick? Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Tracy D, she ain't going. Tracy D ain't leaving. She ain't going nowhere. Retrobabe said, I'm out. Screw you guys. I'm going home. That's what she said. She said she leaving, girl. And I bet you Bobby over there like, oh well. She don't care. She don't care. Like, dang, you gotta understand with these big YouTubers, these folks be disposable. It don't be no like little family shit going on, man. Babe Nation was not happy with that interview. I didn't think so either. Cause they was down there tearing April up. And Rick Reed was impersonating her. It was so funny. Well, I thought it would be the good thing to do because, I wasn't gonna do it at first, baby. I was on the floor. I ain't reply to Richard, babe, because it was weird. I thought she messaged me by mistake. No, no, it wasn't no mistake. She is out of there. I used to call people wet dogs till like I called a wet dog. So I don't call people wet dogs anymore. Say, man, say, you get bullied into doing an interview. That wasn't even the time. I would have been, I would have just been like, you know what? I don't even want it to be on your interview because it's some stuff going on around your baby and stuff, and I don't even want to. But baby, they was both down for the interview. Rick is a beast, of course. She's so damn slow. She's so damn slow. She had on there. She said she gonna start reviewing knockoffs with a whole press on Gucci shirt. Lord Jesus help. Lord Jesus help. Lord Jesus help. She just surfing riding waves, but she ain't gonna be on no surfboard. She too big. She on a jet ski riding waves. She on a jet ski riding waves. And she gonna ride this Bag Nation wave for a minute. I don't know who wave she gonna be able to ride next. She done burnt all the bridges. She done burnt all them bridges. What I said was the truth. She got set up, get dragged, her and her moderators facts. Facts. They got toe up over there. I was living for it. I was like, go Babe Nation, and I don't even fuck with her. I dislike April more. So I was with it. Like, drag her, finish her, get her motherfucking ass with her. Well, I call them gorillas, but I didn't mean it as a black person. What's so crazy is she felt. I wish that somebody in the chat would have asked, but what about that white lady that be in your comments calling people gorillas and you be under there co-signing and you love the comment and you respond and you co-sign it? Did you turn your black off when you read that comment? Another thing, me and Dazzle had this discussion last night. I find a problem with you saying what I mean by turning my black off is when I'm applying for a job. Do you mean that you have to turn your slang off and speak proper English? Because last time I checked, black people speak proper English too. And it's white people that don't speak proper English as well. Look at how Navin talks. I'm just saying, stop equating speaking proper English with speaking white. It's not the same thing. There's no way you can speak white or speak black. You can speak proper English, broken English, slang, all that. But you cannot speak white or speak black. But nobody sees the error in that, right? All these black people on Jay Wilson's panel caping for that. I was literally on the phone with Billie Jean and Tasia, and they were playing it in their background. I had to hang up on them hoes. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear this shit. Y'all sit up here listening to a whole fucking bitch that say she live a biracial life and she got a whole bell pepper in the middle of her face for a nose. Hey, Antoinette. I'm a new subscriber. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you, Rick Reed. There goes one of your people. You see me. Thank you, babe. Thank you, welcome, and thanks for subscribing. But yeah, that's really. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on about how problematic that shit she said she was saying was. I can like really go on and on. I ain't even. If I would have took some notes, it would have been a whole 2 hour live because every other thing you said was just dead ass fucking wrong. Like the fact that you equate speaking proper English with speaking white tells me what type of bitch you really are. You know, you label your content lazy black people. And Harley Q also made a point. She lied and said, I don't have that many white people over there and they don't even be saying nothing. I have mostly black people over there. But when she gets call-ins about things that she's going through with this race shit, don't nobody call in but white people. And be saying, you know what they say? Well, I don't really understand what the problem is. What the whole problem is. I don't get it. What's wrong? I don't get it. You ain't supposed to get it, bitch. It's not for you to get, bitch. The bitch that you're calling into is the one that's supposed to get it. That's who's supposed to get it. She is. You don't supposed to get it. You don't got it. You can't get it. Ain't gonna ever be getting it. You don't get it. You're not black. So that lie you just sat up there and told, yeah, well, they don't be saying you's a motherfucking lie, bitch. You're a lie. Dang, you a lie and you always look like you got punched in both of your eyes. How on earth are you going to have two rings around your eyes, two black kneecaps, and two invisible elbows that's probably black up underneath that flap? You got potato salad making arms. But I know I would not eat your potato salad. You probably put a bunch of mayonnaise and not no mustard. And you probably ain't gonna put no relish. You probably just straight up tater salad. Girl, bye you. Bye to you. Shit, you got a fucking chat full of people that are black, mixed, and lastly, white. And they call in. I refuse to eat with any woman with nails that long. Oh, you want to eat my food? I'll be. Well, I don't know if mine's be that long though, but I feel naked with my nails don't be done. She actually said she turns her black off to get the jacket. Facts. Yes, she did. So that's basically saying when you turn off improper English, you turn black off, which means improper English equates to being black. Right or wrong? Am I right or am I right? So, like I said, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about that. I really, really could, but it is what it is, and I've said enough. No eggs either. You hear me? Not now chopped onion. They definitely. That's how you definitely know. It'd be straight store bought tater salad. It ain't no potato salad. That's tater salad. No eggs. No mustard. Just mayo, taters, maybe a little relish. We don't want that shit. You don't even know how to boil eggs. Y'all remember when she was asking about how to boil eggs? Saying, does she got to put anything in the water? No, you don't put no eggs in your potato salad because you don't even know how to boil eggs. All right, I'm out for real now, y'all. Bye. I'm out. I'll be back. If I'm up late, I might come back tonight if something else pop off. But I will be back tomorrow if not. Bye to my babies, Dazzle, Denia, my babe Rick, Antoinette, Nixie, youngest sibling, and everybody else that I missed because Shrimp Pea, Pastor, and all y'all. Thank y'all for coming. China White, Face y'all. So blessed. Thanks for chatting with me. True Slayer, Sis, Fee, Sis, Sis, all that. I love y'all. Oh, only one. I didn't even see you in here. Hey, sweetheart. And Ariel Williams. Bye, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later. Harley Q, I'm going to call you in a little bit, ho. Bye.